How you doing? This is the 13th Wolfman, and this is another midnight movie review. Tonight, I'm gonna give you the review of Cannibal Ferox. That's right. As you can see down here, Cannibal Ferox. I won this edition a while back from the Midnight Vapor. A good man. Now, before I get started, I can understand why a lot of people might not like this movie. There is a little bit of animal cruelty in it. But I don't know, I can see how, like I said, I can see how some people might not like it. I don't agree with animal cruelty. But it was weird because it didn't seem to bother me as much as I thought it was gonna. I hadn't seen this movie since I was about 14. So probably around the time this movie came out. So the basic story is when the movie starts, this guy gets out of jail and he goes to his known pusher's place to get some product. I think it was Coke, if I remember right. He shows up and the dealer's gone. The cops show up looking for the dealer also, and they say, "Where's Mike?" Mike is the dealer. Mike is missing. Mike has fled the country for the Amazon. Mike took with him one of his monkeys, one of his lackeys. You know, we now find out that there are three other people going down to the Amazon. That they're down in the Amazon. They're looking for this village down off the Amazon. It's a young lady, her brother, and another woman. And the young lady, Gloria, and her brother Rudy, and the woman Pat. Gloria is down there to prove her dissertation that Cannibal Ferox, cannibalism, is a myth that was created by people to subjugate and make the white man seem superior to all other nations. You know, because we don't have cannibalism, and white people weren't cannibals. It's just It's just the Pygmies and the Incans and the Amazonian Indians. It's all these really weird legends. She's trying to prove that all those are myths, that there's nothing to substantiate any of it. Well, when their little Jeep gets stuck, they start traveling by foot to this village, and they end up coming across this village. And in this village, they meet Mike. That's right, the New York pusher and his little monkey friend Joe. And find out that Mike and Joe have tortured, basically, this village of Indios is what they refer to them. Amazonian Indians. To a point to where they've turned them. They weren't mean before, but now they're almost animalistic. So when they want to get their revenge, they get their revenge the hard way. So that's the basic plot of this movie. This edition by I did a thing when I got this by Sazuma.com. This is a really nice transfer. I couldn't believe for this movie being, what is it, 21 years old, for being 31 years old. I'm sorry, 21. Bad math. Went to public school. 31 years old. They did a really nice transfer. This is called the Ultra Bit edition, so this is my first edition that has Ultra Bit, but yeah, the transfer is great. The movie's all there. I mean everything, every gory detail. Um, and you know, this was put out. It was Umberto Lenzi. That's right. The director was Umberto Lenzi, who did one of my favorite films in the early '70s called "The Seven Bloodstained Orchids." And a lot of people say that this was basically just a ripoff of Cannibal Holocaust. But let's be honest, man. In the 1970s, there was The Man from Deep River, uh, Cannibal Holocaust, Cannibal Ferox, Eaten Alive, and countless other. There's probably about 10, maybe 15 cannibal movies that came out in the 70s. And to say that Cannibal Ferox is basically a ripoff of Cannibal Holocaust isn't fair, because how are you going to make a movie about cannibalism without, you know, being a little bit unoriginal? Okay, it takes place in the Amazon. Okay, this one takes place in the Amazon. It's little you know, Amazonian Indians that are doing this. I don't get it. It's a decent movie. It has a really decent plot, which is kind of weird for being a exploitation film like this, a cannibal film, because you really don't think that there's going to be a big plot there. The acting, the guy that played Mike the Pusher is probably one of the worst actors. Other than that, I could put up with everyone else, but he was really, really bad. It was dubbed, yeah, as you can tell, but it's dubbed really well. They almost look like they're speaking English. So overall, I would give this 2 3/4 to 3 chainsaws. I would recommend this movie. I mean, if you can get past the animal violence. If you can't, don't watch it, or just turn your head when it happens. Other than that, it's not a bad movie. This is the 13th Wolfman. This is my midnight movie review on Cannibal Ferox. You have a good night.